Alrighty, good morning, everybody. We are set, locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll. It is the final day for Beat the Heat here at the Leather Pocket, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. My name is Grant, and players are ready to go. We have Martin Caali, Raynan Corrales doing battle on the table. And we are ready to go, lagging for break. So a little bit of a takeaway from yesterday, where yesterday was 9 ball on the 9 foots on the A side, race to 9. If you went to the 1 loss side, it was 8 ball on the 7 foot, race to 7. For the final 12, it was a complete redraw. It is now 10 ball on the 9 foots, race to 11, single elimination. And welcome back, everybody. And of course, if you can do me a favor while you're here enjoying the stream, give that share button a little bit of love for me. I would appreciate that. Another gorgeous day here in Calgary. Looks like Raynan won the leg. It is racked up, ready to rock and roll. Leading us off, rack number 1 coming your way. Mr. Lance Neal, how are you this morning? Dry break. We're going to more than likely see a few of those throughout the day. The 10 ball break does take a little bit of know-how. So Martin stepping to the table. He does have a shot on the 1 ball, open shot. Nothing offensive. More than likely going to be a defensive shot from Martin, whether he sends the 1 ball down table here and snuggles up under the 4 or sends the cue ball down table. I'm doing well. Well, not exactly as the blueprint I think he had in mind, but effective nonetheless. Does leave the 1 rail kick off this bottom rail, connecting in with the 1 ball, and if he can just kind of feather light it, I do not believe the 1 passes the 4 ball, so it would be an effective return safety. Mr. Steve, how are you tuning in on YouTube? Arnie, how are you? It is morning here in Calgary, sitting just after 11 o'clock. Very nicely done. I think this will be a little bit of a safety exchange back and forth here for a little bit. Calling that right-hand side pocket is Raynan. Kick in behind. And this may leak out and has potential to pass the 6 ball down into that bottom right-hand corner, provided, of course, he can see it. I do believe he can. To the heart. Look at this. Great position on the 2 ball. May have to be a little cautious running into that 8 ball. 8 ball's just past that side pocket, so there is potential for the cue ball to glance off that 8 ball and find a home in that left-hand side pocket. Calling the 8 ball here, I believe. So pushing through the 2, clipping the 8 ball. Nice shot. Well done. 2 ball hangs up. Dresses up nicely over that left-hand corner pocket. 3-ball could be a challenge here. Good morning, Buck. How are you this morning? Appreciate the share. Look out, doesn't want to connect. Unless that 3-ball splits the window between the 7-10. We're going to be joined by greatness, everybody. The one and only Mr. Ben Francis sitting in with us. How are you this morning, Ben?
I don't know about greatness. I'm good.
Well, with the performance that you put on the stream last night, I might debate you a little bit on that.
Yeah, I played okay.
Played okay.
Played
Good
pretty
Lord.
good that one match. The match after, not so well. But good enough, I guess.
Yeah, good enough. Still got the job done.
I get the winner of Sean McKay and Peter Almazan playing on one of the other tables. But right now I'm cheering on one of my Leather Pocket League teammates here, Martin Kelly.
Well, he's handled himself pretty nicely so far.
He had a nice win last night to get into today. He beat Jordan Rothermel.
Wow.
Finished. He texted me about 12:30.
Wow.
To let me know he won 7-4. So long match.
I'm assuming you did not reply at 12:30.
No, I did.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was still awake. It's always hard to sleep after these events.
Yeah, I suppose.
Try to wind down.
Yeah.
'Cause you're all wound up. You know what I mean?
I do. Although I haven't experienced that for a while. It has
Yeah,
been a
haven't
hot
played
minute
much, yeah.
since I've played in any kind of tournament.
Oh, Martin's looking great here first
Yeah.
try.
And for morning pool, he's hitting them pretty good.
You know what? I was super impressed to see that he was the first one here this morning.
Yeah, I bet.
So last one to leave, first one to show up and practice. I yelled over at him this morning. I said, "That's how you win pool tournaments."
A little bit of a stretch here.
Yeah, he's got the extension. Little screw-on extension for the back of the cue to reach this one is still way easier than using the rest.
Yes.
You'll see me reach for all kinds of crazy shots because the rest is way harder to see with.
I agree.
And to get the proper cue action with, you gotta.
Yeah. You got to stroke the ball.
Yeah, exactly. This one, he doesn't have to do anything but pot it and stop the cue ball right there. Maybe draw back
Maybe
an
a
inch or
touch,
two.
yeah.
That's where the carbon just makes things so easy.
I
It's just
agree.
a little touch shot.
Yeah. Buck says, I told you, Grant, that Francis guy is pretty okay at the game.
Yeah, I had a good day yesterday. First couple matches went really well. Third match slowed down a little. Fourth match slowed down a lot.
Well, that first match that you played on the live stream was pretty impressive because you were hitting everything. Triple combos, 2 of those in a row.
I made every
cut.
shot I knew.
Yeah.
Except for, I don't know if I banked a ball. I was trying to think after. I don't think I banked one.
No.
But I made every other shot you can think of.
Yeah. Well, and jump shots, like
a billiard.
Precision.
Like an 8-foot billiard.
Yeah.
I billiard the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 triple combos.
Yeah.
A kick
One
shot.
kick. Yeah. You had it all going on.
And I think one of the most subtle ones was the rest. I had to turn the rest on the side because I was jacked up over a ball.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Priyesh is asking, hey, Ben, 10-ball tournament today?
Sure is. Sure is. So anybody that's in the area wants to play today, there is a 10-ball tournament starting at 2 p.m.
Is that on the 9s?
It is on the 9th. So we're going to start with 4 tables. And then hopefully by around 3 o'clock, we should have 6 tables.
Very nice.
For the weekly 10-ball. And the 10-ball break pot is at $2,000, starting at $2,000.
Holy.
Just got to make a ball and follow up with a shot, and then you can cash out.
Nice.
Or you can run it out and take all the money.
That's the way to do it.
Well, no.
Well, not if you're in the perspective of Leather Pocket, but the guy at the table.
Take half.
Yeah. Take half and don't forget to tip your streamer.
I had a funny one a few weeks ago. It was $125 a ball, so there's $12.50 in the pot, right?
Yeah.
And I make a ball, and I have a shot at the 1, and I hook myself on the 2. perfect. I take out 250, leaves 1,000, right?
Yeah.
It's like I meant to, but I didn't really mean to.
Yeah.
I would have liked to run out.
Yeah, of course.
But I left
I have
1,000
almost,
strategically.
Yeah, I almost have no chance of that happening for me. Not on a 9-foot.
So that was Martin's
Look
break.
look out, or go. Gotta go.
He's got to go, yeah. Does he have the rail first is the question.
No,
here.
I don't think so, because the
I don't
two
think
balls
so either.
frozen right to that side rail.
That's right. It is too close to the rail, so. I don't mind the soft kick, actually, here. Just softly kick.
Yeah.
You're probably going to be hooked next shot. But
Yeah.
if it bounces a little out towards the 5, then the return safety isn't that easy.
Yeah, I agree. And
And you're not selling out. That's one thing that's absolutely for sure. If you don't foul, you will not sell out.
Yeah, just a nice light touch.
Oh,
He went at it.
He went at it. 9 balls it. We're playing 10 ball now, so it wouldn't have mattered. But
That's right. Good morning from Abbotsford. Great stream. Good pool today. It'll be great pool all day today. I have to take off again here at about 2:30, and I'll probably be gone until 6:30. And if the tournament is still going on, then I'll come back and
I'm
finish it off.
about. I'm hoping 8 o'clock, but I think it could go as late as 10.
Could.
Race to 11 is pretty long. It's just going to depend how the matches go.
Yep.
If they're close, 10 o'clock.
I would have to agree. Mr. Mark Mallet, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
For Mark, Ryan, Buck, Joshi, everybody else tuning in, if you guys can do us a favor, click that share button. I know we haven't been live very much lately, but we got a couple good ones coming up.
Yeah, we do. Next weekend, we'll be live on Sunday.
Hopefully Friday, too, for
yes.
another match, but
Yeah.
that's to be determined yet.
Yeah.
But we could be live a couple times next week with some big exhibition matches, some big money matches going on.
Ooh. Didn't miss that by much.
And then 2 weeks after that, I believe. Would it be 2 weeks or 3 weeks after that?
For
Sutina 8 ball.
Oh, yeah.
3 weeks
about
after.
3 weeks
so
after that.
Labor Day long weekend.
And then, you don't even know this, but there is potential for Q Sports Live, meaning me, to be live stateside.
Do it.
It just happens to kind of work out that in late September I've got to go to Michigan. And if this other opportunity, and I don't want to say who it is yet until we know it's a done deal, but
Yeah, of course.
I would have 2 days after Michigan to wrap up and drive, get to the spot, and I would cover that event.
Oh, cool.
And then from there I go to Ohio.
Oh,
So
good.
it just worked out.
Yeah. Busy boy.
Yeah. It's kind of been that way for myself. For nice shot, Martin. Wow. For quite a while now. There's some bigger projects I've got going. There's some things with Jam Up that we've got coming out that take a fair chunk of time to put everything together for. So, but if we can accomplish it, Ben, woo,
Yeah, what a
some
super shot he
exciting
made
times.
there,
Yeah, he made a great shot. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh,
I thought he was going to get behind the 9.
Yeah, tricky little touch shot that was.
Yeah. Although still not easy from here. Although Rain has been known to slice these in.
Thanks for sharing, you guys.
Indeed. Jaden's asking, what cue and tip do you use, Ben?
I switched to a Predator last August.
Yeah.
I'll never play with anything else. The Revo 12.4 and the Victory Soft. Actually, the Victory Soft is amazing. And I thought I just got like a freakishly good one and got lucky once. Or I thought Nick was just a wizard with, the sealer that he put on it.
Yeah.
But no, they last like a full year. The Victory Soft tip lasted me 10 months.
Holy. Well, and you play a lot.
So then I asked Eric Vargas, because he said he's playing with it too. 1 year.
Holy.
1 full year. And he plays a ton too, so that tells you everything you need to know about that tip. And I just got it changed, and oh my goodness.
Still that good, hey?
It's unbelievable what it can do. Oh, look at Rainin overrunning this ball a bit. He tends to do this because he likes to play real quick.
Yeah, he's the one-stroke master.
I love his game.
I do too. Mark Mallet is saying the Zen Soft is better.
Yeah, and people like the Zan for sure. I know that's another big one. I played with G2 for a while, but
Yep.
you just chew through them so
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
I never found one that would last as long since I switched to soft tips anyway.
Martin's
look at
game has
that rub.
improved a lot. Yeah, he's put some time in. I think being snuggled up next to Ben on the same team has kind of had this effect.
And Jeremiah Hampton too. And we had a couple good players last year as well. Mike Robinson played with us.
Yeah.
Mike's a wealth of knowledge. You guys have probably heard him on the stream a few times. His commentary is great
Yeah.
because he knows the game so well. But Martin's a good student of the game.
Yeah, he sure is.
And he has a pretty nice table at home, which you guys have watched a little bit as well because we had it on the stream last summer.
Yeah, we did.
I got to make it out there and try some high run attempts. I think I could run 200 on that table. I don't have a 200 yet. I
Yeah.
know I can't do it here. It's too hard.
Well, that was a fun time having John Schmidt here.
Yeah. Schmidt's a great guy.
Well, and you want to talk a wealth of knowledge and
Yeah.
just as funny a guy as you'll ever come across.
Yeah, he's a really, really funny guy. I'd love to
that
have him
dude
back.
is right. He's a one-line wizard.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, I'd
just-
love to have him back. Or we should go out there and visit him, you know?
Yeah.
It'd probably be nicer out there.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the time of year.
Yeah, you might not want to
Right.
go in summer.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Too hot.
Well, I don't mind that.
California
I'm,
heat.
I'm all about the heat.
Yeah. It's going to be hot today here for all you Canadians. It's 27 degrees, I think, today.
That's not terrible.
What is that in Fahrenheit? You're like American, half
It's
American
about,
now, right?
It's about an 85.
Is it? Yeah, I thought it was close to there.
Yeah.
82.
Although,
somewhere.
you could be in Arizona right now experiencing 110
110,
plus
yeah.
for 31 days in a
Oh,
row.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Better have good AC.
Right? Thank you again, Mr. Wilson, our pin master.
Look at that. Jaden Hunt. And he's a good player, too. Young Jaden.
Yeah.
Is he Jam Up sponsored?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. I thought maybe. If it's the player I'm thinking
I don't.
of. but-
Yeah, I don't. Typically, I stay out of.
Yeah, you're not the
I'm not,
sponsor. That's
no.
a Michaela thing, right?
Well, it depends. It depends on a few different scenarios. Like I just dealt with. We just announced Alucius Yap as one of the Jam Up
Nice.
sponsored players. We just announced him.
I love
yesterday.
that guy.
Yeah.
He seems like a genuine good guy.
He
too.
is. You know what? He's salt of the earth. He's a consummate professional.
Well, he took time off to go back to the army too,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah,
somebody
like-
who fights for their country
yeah,
like
he's
that is
just
a different
solid,
kind of person,
solid
right?
guy.
Yeah.
And I mean, extremely talented on the table, and
Singapore takes care of them quite
yeah,
well
they
too,
do,
right?
yeah,
No, he's
yeah.
got a good future in the game.
yeah,
He's
he
super
sure
young,
does.
right?
He sure does. So I mean, we just announced Alucius yesterday.
That's awesome.
And so that was kind of my deal, and I put that together and
Nice.
did all that.
So it just depends on the player and the region and the timing.
Yeah,
and
and I guess who they approach, and kind of what our scenario is like. We've got a lot of sponsored players. We do, and that's by design, right?
Which is good. Yeah,
we
of
try
course.
to
That's how you get the
support
brand.
as much as we can, and obviously, I mean, we'd love to be able to sponsor everybody. It's just not financially feasible, but we try to do as much as what we possibly can.
I always
I think we lead the way as far as as far as sponsored players.
I always loved the tagline was, buy players for players. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
I think, we kind of adopted that with the league too, with the
Yeah.
Ghost League, and it's been nice to kind of run the pool hall that way too, right?
Yeah, well, and it kind
Because
of
we've had some managers here, not Jeff. Jeff was amazing, and he's
Yeah.
a pool player, but we've had some managers here that weren't pool players.
Yes,
And so it's a little awkward for them.
it's true. Well,
They
and
don't
it
really
fits,
know the game as
you know,
well, right?
It what we try to do, especially with Jam Up and sponsored players, is ensure that whoever we sponsor kind of fits within our own culture, right, internally, and they buy into the vision of what Jam Up stands for, and that's to be innovative, and really what we do as players that happen to have a clothing company, we want to elevate the level of expectation that people have on going to events and what that dress and what apparel should be within not just, the pool hall, within the sport itself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And we want to elevate that. And,
And you have.
I hope so.
absolutely
I know
have.
it's created some competition, and believe me, we're okay with that. We've got a few things, like I say, coming down the pipes that will be another level of excitement for everybody.
You guys are always leveling up.
Yeah. So, So I mean, it really depends on the who's, what's, when's, where, and why as to how you get in as sponsored.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What did David say there? Do you still have the new tip press? No, that was kind of when I was still playing with a wood cue. Wood shaft. Feels like forever ago now. Raining looking pretty good here.
I agree.
Although I'm not sure why he's taken this long on this shot already.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of anybody on the table beside him, because what happened was Vino had a headache this morning, so didn't show up to play Dennis.
Interesting.
So Dennis got one of the other buys, apparently. Oh, good timing. Just as Ozzy's comment pops up.
There you go. Oh, he's going to be hampered. Not going to be happy with that.
Well, now we know why he took so long to shoot that ball. We thought he was perfect.
Yeah.
Next week we're going to have a side view too, but
yeah. I was kind of thinking that he was taking his time deciding whether he wanted to try and go 3 rails to get back up on top of the 10.
Oh, yeah.
Or which way he was going to kind of approach it. But
it almost looked like maybe that's what he should have done, considering where he landed.
Yeah, this is not an easy task to be tree-topped by the 10 ball.
No, this nightmare shot. Oh, he did well, though.
Uh-oh.
He's going to have to make another good one.
Yeah, off the beach.
And that's all you can do with that 8 ball. It's easy to look at that and think, how does he end up on the end rail? But you just got to pot the 8. No matter what it takes to pot it, you just pot it.
Yeah, full concentration into the making of the 8 ball. If cue ball, you just take what the table gives you.
Exactly. You'd be happy to be shooting this ball because, you're only going to make the 8 like 50% of the time from where he was.
Yeah, tough action here, too. Can't overhit this. This has just got to be a nice pocket weight.
That or you got to bash it and hope it stays away from the hole.
One of the two, right?
When you miss it. Look,
although I think if you try to bash at this thing, the likelihood of it following through that 10 ball and finding the backside or the hole on that bottom left-hand side.
Yeah, you'd have to hit it so pure.
Yeah.
He's not one-stroking these balls like we thought he might.
Oh, is he playing
safe? And I don't think he's getting
that's not going to work
near the safe.
No, that's not. It's a little tricky, but I don't think this is going to present much of a challenge here for Martin. Not the way he's been playing this morning.
No, he's been playing great the whole weekend too. The natural scratch, I think, is on here, so he can't middle ball this. I think he's got to draw it, and the cue ball's right up on the rail.
I think he's got
maybe
some
the
room.
side pocket
the side pocket's a help there.
That makes all the world of difference right there.
Yeah.
See how much easier that stroke was? If the side pocket wasn't, helping him there, then that was going to be a really, really tough shot.
Right.
Just a shout out to a couple of the sponsors that helped with the added money this tournament. And a lot of the other tournaments we do here, DCL Labor and Contracting, that's Ben DeWolf. You guys probably got to see him play a little bit yesterday, although I didn't let him shoot too much. He wouldn't let me miss. So
right.
But thanks to him for some of the added money. And John Ditto, of course, with Remax Realty.
Yeah, super, super nice guy, Mr. Ditto and Mr. DeWolf.
And Ditto's quite the player himself. I'm sure you'll
really
get to see him play at some point.
Yeah.
He's just taking the summer off for some golf.
He's got the pedigree of that, right? I mean, he's been down to Vegas many, many times with Team Spain Ola, and they've done some damage down in Vegas.
So thanks again to those guys for helping out with the added money. And Leather Pocket kicked in to help out this one too. We're going to start adding little bits to some of the weekly events as well again.
Nice. One of these days I'm going to have to come out and maybe bash these balls around a little bit. See if I can remember how to play this game.
Absolutely. Looks like a good break here.
Good morning, Bill and Aurora. Good to see you guys on again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of, the names that we're acclimated to seeing when we go live. So as I mentioned yesterday, we really do appreciate it because we know that CSL Calgary, has not been as active, and of course we have to give props over to Rod Arriagada and CSL Winnipeg. He's been pretty steady Eddie in keeping on the airwaves every week, and as I alluded or mentioned yesterday, it's just been really, really busy time for both Ben and I, and with Ben taking over as general manager here at the Leather Pocket and kind of getting his feet under him and making sure that Leather Pocket continues to run. Has taken some time out of the streaming, but we will get back to it. We got some decent stuff coming up, so
Yeah,
we appreciate you nonetheless.
couple great ones coming for sure.
That was some nice spin out of Martin there. Really, really controlled.
He's stroking the ball real good.
Yeah, he sure is.
Must have been warming up at home for this tournament, I feel.
I think so too.
Getting ready for league season too, so I'm loving this. He is playing real good. He looks ready for the season.
Surprisingly, I am not on a team
Yet.
Well, we'll see.
You're gonna spare. You just don't
yes,
know yet.
well, I suppose so, right? I'm going to be gone more than I'm here, so
Yeah, exactly.
that was kind of sort of the problem that we ran into last year. But I think we did okay, given the circumstances. I think we took second place.
Morning, James. James played well last night too. If it wasn't for Sean McKay breaking and running out too much, then James might be here this morning still playing in the final 12.
Yeah, that James McKay has been known to do a few of those.
Sean McKay.
Or Sean McKay, I should say.
It was a combination. If
it was
James McKay, then we'd all be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Well, the stupid thing is, Ben, that I find myself ever since I had that appendix rupture and it kind of go through my body, I'm mixing things up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I'll take you a little while to get back on the ball. Look at this shot. Speaking of on the ball, wow, he's just spearing them in.
Yeah.
This would be a nice little out. He
just
doesn't
like
have to
their hangers.
do too much here. I think I just draw this one back a little so that I can reach it. And
maybe
take
another
a lot of
6
angle.
inches over.
Yeah, just a little bit over. I don't want to get anywhere close to straight. Yeah, this is good.
Yeah. A little farther than I think what I might have gone.
I think middle table was good. He's just a little farther
somewhere
to the right. Yeah.
right about there.
Yeah.
Right. Cut it in. Natural float back down for the gate ball.
Yeah, right about 6 inches to the left of there would have been good, but he's okay.
This will still work.
You got to go to the right side of the 8 here. You can't go to the left side of the 8 because the 10 ball's in play.
Yeah.
So little top, little right spin.
Just don't overdo it.
See how your touch is this morning.
Oh, he's hitting them so good.
This is good. Use the side rail.
Yeah. How about perfect?
And that was fearless because the side pocket is there if you mishit that.
Yeah.
But that shows you that he's feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, just on the button.
Dead
Got that
straight
cue
in.
ball on the string.
I like the exaggerated stay down there. Was perfect. And race to 11 seems a little long, but this can go pretty quick.
Yep, I would agree. 3-1 now. Martin leading over Rainin.
And we do have the weekly 10 ball still happening today at 2 o'clock. If you guys are in the area, want to shoot some pool. Free practice starting at 1. And the 10 ball break pot starting at 2,000.
Yeah, and if you're ever in the area, even throughout the week, make sure you stop in and say hi to Ben. He's usually here during the week, I would think.
Just here all the time.
Yeah. You're just part of the furniture now.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sorry, my OCD was going off a little bit. Make that centered.
Yeah, that's better. Much better. All right, Martin to break. I think we're playing winter breaks today. I'm pretty sure.
Is it winter break?
I think so.
I think you're right, because I did notice.
We don't answer numbers from BC. Sundays.
Not while we're on the stream or on Sundays.
How's he hitting them? Not good. Cue ball straight in the side. He made everything else.
Yeah. Ball in hand for Rainin, and this really the 4 to the 7 I think is going to be the game winner.
That's right. That's the only shot. And he should be good on it because the 2-3 is right there.
Yep.
So as long as he gets half decent on the 3, he should get the angle he needs on the 4. That 10 ball can be a bit of a nuisance, though.
It can be. I mean, it doesn't all have to go right, but
He's looking pretty good here, though.
yeah, use the 8 ball to kind of kill that cue ball.
Yeah, that works for sure. He's got a big enough stroke to move the cue ball a lot, so he doesn't have to do too much. Sometimes you'd have to get closer to the ball and do a little more, but this guy's got big stroke power, so
Sure does.
won't be worried about drawing this one back. He's playing with the carbon too, which helps. He's got to go between the 8-7 here, between the 8-10 through that window. Watch the scratch where he's standing.
Still a little tricky.
Oh yeah, this can definitely go wrong. You can miss the ball, you can crash into the 8, you can come up short on the 7, all kinds of things.
You know, it's not terrible because the path out does lead potentially into the 9 ball. If he goes forward and hits, a little bit too much left-hand spin, brings in the 9 ball to play. So Martin's got to be careful here. Hampered a little bit on the stroke by the 7.
Let's see how he's feeling. Let's see if he just powers this one back. I think he's going to.
Yeah, it might draw.
He's another one. He's got the big stroke power, so I can't tell if he's elevated that much. Yeah, he
Went
did.
straight
he did
at
try
it.
to.
Yeah.
Which is fair. I mean, it's 3-1 in a race to 11. That's the time you got to kind of try to make those big shots.
Interesting shot here.
There was
Looks like the
definitely
cut
no
to
safety or anything.
Cut to the side pocket up and back. You think?
Yeah, you can't play the corner.
Because you're going to lose the cue ball. You go to the side pocket. If you play to the corner, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, going the wrong way. I think it's hard to tell how much angle he has. I don't think he can draw to the other side of the 7.
No, I don't think so.
So he's either got to slow roll it and get right there where he's looking, which is okay, or you got to spin it with lots of left and come off the rail into the 10. I don't really like that either.
I think I like going up and back myself.
Oh, like Dwight?
Yeah,
like,
go
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Up table.
If he has
back
that
down.
much angle, he might have no choice. You could be absolutely correct.
Right, and even at that tiny little window to hit to get back underneath. Yeah, this is
Where's he going?
this is perfect. This is dead perfect.
This is pretty good.
How does
be straight in.
will perfect work?
Oh, he's got a nice little angle too. That was a great shot.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
No, it's just an echo in here. It's same voice, so I didn't say anything actually.
Right. Yeah, that was well done too. A little bit risky in my opinion, but kind of chopped that stroke a little bit.
He's a little bit far away on this.
Yeah.
Reaching. And is he just off angle?
He is. Makes it an odd shot.
Yeah,
So do you draw and go short side to the 9?
might have to.
Ouch.
Or you just cheat it a little, kind of pinch it back. No, he just played the draw off the side rail. It's a good shot.
Oh, and gets the jelly rub.
Did he, though? Did he?
Jelly rub from
Or is he...
from good to not good.
Or, yeah, like, is he dead straight in here?
I don't know if it's dead straight, but there's not enough of an angle there to really.
How close is the 9 to the rail?
I think it's fairly
He's
close,
got a
but
little-
it's still off a little bit.
So he could play the rail first.
Yeah.
Lots of right spin.
Yeah,
Just spin
I
it
think
down
that's
there.
the shot.
I don't know if he has a choice.
Rail
'Cause the-
first and just send the cue ball downtown.
10 is so deep, you can't, like, sacrifice. Otherwise, usually I would say just kind of sacrifice, take a long shot.
Yeah, but that's a cut and a half.
Your
from
long
there.
shot would be a bank. It's not even a,
That's right.
and there's no safety.
That is a
here.
great summary right there.
What would the safety be?
None.
There's nothing, right? So you just got to, like... Oh, he was straight
Oh,
enough to
wow.
draw it with inside, and he stroked it beautifully.
Talk
That's-
about the power stroke, right?
I talked about this guy's Q power, and he's got it on display with that shot.
crazy.
Oh, it was nice. And I think they both had a little laugh about that afterwards.
Yeah,
I like Rainan's game because he likes to have fun while he's playing,
I
too.
agree.
So.
Yeah. I just heard Martin say, "You're the magic man."
Magic, man. That's two, like, incredible shots he played during that rack.
Yeah, I would agree.
Incredible stuff.
We may as well put up some more jam up. Speaking of it, we have now put the Predator strike jersey. That design is now available on a t-shirt that is now live and on the website jamupapparel.com. And if you're so inclined and want to head on over, they start at $29.95. A touch more economical than the jersey prices.
They look nice.
Sure do. It's one of our popular releases, and we were asked quite a few times if we could put it on a t-shirt, and so we did. Looking like a desert. Does 2 save them? Nope.
Yeah, you got to be making a ball in the side, or you saw that 2 ball come all the way around. It goes off 4 rails.
9 ball came awfully close. It is just hanging out right in the jaws of that right side pocket. So it did come close, and of course the 2 ball coming around 4 rails was also really close. This is going to leak out. I like the thought pattern. I like his thought. The blueprint, I'm sure, looked better in his own mind. But I think that leaves Rainan straight in on the 1 ball. Shooting off the rail. And I think here you just got to kind of pop that thing in there. Pop the 1 in to hit and stick for the 2 ball.
Yeah.
3's hanging out right there. It's the 4 is where things get a little iffy.
If you have an angle, you could go forward, but he doesn't. So
Yeah,
I
I
always
think you just hit
recommend
and stick it.
players, they try to roll these in, and I tell them no.
Just pop it.
Even though you have to elevate and the shot looks harder, watch how we just elevate and then
Pop it.
And even though he missed that ball, it is easier to shoot it that way
I agree.
than letting the table roll it is
Yeah.
just way too hard.
Yeah.
On these 9 foots. On a bar box, you might be able to roll that one in.
Yeah.
On a 9 foot, you can't risk it. You got to elevate and pop it like that. You were absolutely right. You called it right. Instantly.
Every now and again, I get one right.
You get it right more than you think.
Only every now and again, though. Oh, look at this. Is it going to leak and give him the window between that 6-7 for the hit? I think he does. I think he has about a half a ball on the 1. It is tricky, though, with the 3 ball being where it is. Makes this a tricky little shot. Oh, he had full ball, but way overhit it.
And I think Martin just has this 1 ball.
I agree.
The
2
4.
rails for the 2.
Yeah, then you're kind of coming into the line of the ball as best. You could go 1, but you're coming across the line. You want to always be staying in that line. So you see him go 2, and now the cue ball is going straight at the 2 ball.
Yeah.
The 4 ball, it looks tough, but I think that combo is pretty easy. And I also think if he gets good angle on the 3, he could just move the 4. So
Yeah. Draw in and pop the 4 out.
absolutely, I think there's more good things that can happen here than bad. So everything else looks nice. The 5 to the 6 is pretty easy because the 5's over the
Oh,
hole.
look out.
And this is
wrong
okay
angle.
because
Yeah.
the 4-8 combo goes. I'm pretty sure it's like a layup. As long as you get anywhere near straight. So he can go 2 rails again or draw. I kind of like drawing this one, I think.
Mm-hmm. I also don't mind the 4 bank to the 9.
Yeah, if the 9's a super hanger, I think that's what he just looked at.
Right? It's inside the horn.
The only problem is a lot of times you're most likely going to make the 9 and the 4 is going to leak out underneath the
Yeah.
10-6.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to be so precise that you could make the 4 with the 9. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
That would be ideal, right?
Yeah.
Then you're sitting duck on the 5.
I might play safe here, actually. I don't know if I even like the bank from the angle that he has.
Well, we'll see if Martin feels the aggression side of the game,
I think he's
or if he likes the strategy side.
I like, just kick the door down all the time, like you like to say. But it's, this is smarter pool because there's pressure today. These guys,
A little overhit.
we had a good mixture of players, and these guys aren't always in the deep ends of the tournament. So
Yeah.
there's pressure. Make them shoot. That's what you're going to see me and Eric do a little bit of next week is, there's going to be some shots that you might have seen us bank a lot, right?
Yeah.
And there's a good chance that we're going to be just playing the safeties instead.
Okay. So here's the question, right? Seeing as how you opened the door, I'm going to walk in.
Mm-hmm.
In these big money matches, now I've not been a guy that's played for that kind of money,
I've
nor
never
will
played for
I
that
ever
much,
play
but
for
yeah,
that kind of money.
yeah.
I'm not a gambling style player.
No.
But you've mixed it up a little bit, and so when you're going into a match like you've got next weekend, you're obviously you're pairing with Eric Vargas.
Yeah.
Do you guys talk a lot of strategy prior to?
Not a ton because we both know the game well enough.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to.
Okay.
There will be a little bit, obviously.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
already talked about kind of like
Just
who would shoot
base
first.
strategy. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if the opener is a push out, it's going to be Eric.
Yeah.
If the opener is a tough long pot, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
That's just kind of how. If it's a safety, touchy,
Yeah.
it's Eric all day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He's got that touch.
It kind of like it's already, and we already both knew it before it was said.
Yeah.
It was just. So I think
So there is a little bit of shop talk, but not.
we've played so much together.
Yeah, of course.
Over the years.
Yeah.
And maybe not necessarily doubles, but I know his game like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
Not just from playing teams with him, but how many singles matches have we played over time is like countless. I can't even count. It's got to be in the hundreds.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Right? By the time, for those that don't know Ben and Eric, our teammates on Barry's team, 4-time Vegas Masters champions.
I was part of 3 of it, but it's been won 4 times, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and all the other tournaments.
Well, and then
league
CCS, all of those types of things.
Yeah.
So, you've got really, really good chemistry with each other. You know each other's game well.
Yeah.
And, I just was not, because I don't play those big matches, and really I don't put a lot of money in Greece, and, I'm just not that player. But I was very curious as soon as you kind of opened up that door. Do you guys talk a lot of shop?
Yeah,
Is
you
there,
should.
You know,
should talk some strategy for sure.
right?
You can't just get out there and start shooting,
Yeah.
right? And hope it goes well. You gotta have a bit of a game plan. But we don't want to go too crazy with it either. I think
I think
during the match you
trip
probably won't
yourself
see a lot of conversation.
Yeah, I agree.
There's going to be a lot of just we trust each other.
Yeah.
I know he knows the shot. I know a lot of the shots, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's going to be some conversation of, hey, do you think this is the right shot? And a lot of times the answer is going to be, yeah, go for it, right?
Yeah. Do it. Do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes it's just the reassurance.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, hey, do you think this is the right shot?
Yeah.
I'm just looking for, am I stupid or?
Yeah.
Often
is my brain working?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Often they just say, yeah, you're okay.
Yeah.
You know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And so can you give everybody kind of the rundown of next week, obviously, happening on Sunday? What time are we starting?
Should be around 1 o'clock Mountain
Wow.
Standard Time, 1 p.m.
Okay.
What a shot that was.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Nice little back cut.
Race to 40. We get the first 4 games. So it's going to be a long match. And it's 10 ball, and we're getting the 8-10 as well. So
Nice.
which I've had a lot of questions. Does that include the 9 ball? And no, it doesn't.
It's only 8-10.
Yeah, so we can combo in the 8 or the 10 at any time. Or if we're running out, we only have to run out to the 8 and make the 8. See if Martin can increase his lead a little bit here. This was kind of an interesting one. He tried to play the safe, and as predicted, he got back to the table because there is pressure out there. And I like how practice room said pressure, but pool is a game of love.
Pool practice is one of those. Am I stupid? Is one of those questions you never ask your wife. I completely agree, because we all already know what that answer is.
And if your wife ever asks you,
Yeah, we also know what
you
that
also
answer
know
is.
that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought you
Those
flowers.
Those are predetermined,
You're the smartest person I know.
right?
Actually, I saw Margaret's post on that topic. Did
Yeah.
you see that?
I did.
Tyler.
Yeah.
He's smooth, hey?
Yeah, he is.
So there's something about she looks like Nicole Kidman, and then
Yeah.
so she asked Tyler, and Tyler says, "You give her the 3 out." I loved it. I thought that was great.
Oh yeah, smart man.
He's
right
smart,
there.
yeah.
That is the only appropriate answer.
Yeah, so for anybody wondering, how Tyler and Margaret are doing,
Yeah.
they're 2 peas in a pod, I think.
Oh, they totally are. They
Look at
totally
this.
are.
Look at how big this stroke was.
That's huge. Look at this. What a shot.
Both these guys are putting it on display this morning. They
Right.
both have that big stroke power,
They
right?
sure do. Take a bow, Mr. Martin Kelly.
This
That
is
was
a nice
great
time
shot.
to be right-handed, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys
So-
will notice Raynon's lefty, so
Yeah.
Martin can just stand on the other side of the table, reach over. Wow, that's so important in this
Oh,
game.
yeah, totally. Nice
Don't-
little
and
draw
don't
here,
try
right?
to play the side pocket here.
No, you don't. Just nice little draw shot. That's it.
Get the cue ball where it is right now.
That's it.
I love that target. I
Yeah.
use that all the time.
Yeah.
Get the cue ball back where it is right now. You're in good shape. Oh, he went into it. That's good, too.
Wow.
What do I know?
I think that was a little risky.
So sometimes you have to play how you're feeling.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
And there was a good example of it was in that World Cup of Pool, Philippines one.
Yeah.
And there were a couple times that Chua just like played these unreal shape shots.
Yeah.
And you thought, well, why wouldn't you just leave a little distance and leave your partner, like, you know, take what the table gives you?
Yeah.
But he must have known that James was feeling it, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, no, I got to get him closer to the ball.
Yeah.
And so I've recognized those spots lots
Yep.
where I'm like, I should be sacrificing, but I am not going to make that next shot. I know it.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yep.
So I'm like, I got to do something extra here and get a little closer, make it a little easier, break the ball
Interesting,
out.
yeah.
I can't bank the next ball. You
Yeah.
know? Sometimes you're just feeling it. You're like, I'm just going to bank that one. I don't need to break it out, right?
Yeah.
Coming around, same pocket. Needs it to slow down a touch.
He's
Not
okay.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. If that rolled just like up
Yeah.
another 2 balls
Yeah.
towards that side, it was going to be a lot harder.
looking to claw back his 2-game lead. To the heart of the pocket she goes.
That was a really good out.
That was a
Martin
great out.
is stroking them in
Yeah.
huge
Yeah, that was
stroke
a
shots.
big shot.
The
Big
six ball-
moment right there.
6 ball just 4 rails around beautifully.
Well, and look at the reward you get by attempting that, right? It's now 4-2 lead. Potentially could have been a 3-3,
Yeah, 3-3, yeah.
right?
We're expecting
As Mr. Sky Woodward would say, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that could have been Billy Thorpe. Might have been Billy.
one of those guys.
Yeah.
They're
Those two are tied at the hip anyway,
Yeah,
so
they're just the same person, I think.
that's right.
Well, you know, different stroke, but
Yes, the embodiment of the same soul.
yeah, same soul, yeah. All right, as we're seeing winner breaks today, that's going to play a factor because we are using the magic racks. So we will see some runouts. We've already seen one here. I think Martin ran out to get a 3-1 lead, or a 2-1 lead.
Mm-hmm.
Broken ran. Should see some big ones today. The other 2 matches we have going on is Joey versus Albert and Peter versus Sean McKay. And it's nice to see Eric here early to practice.
Yeah.
And
Well, I'm a touch excited to cover that event next week.
yeah, it's going to be fun. It's
That
going to be a
will.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
And hopefully there is another match. It's supposed to be DJ versus Aaron. We're just waiting on confirmation if that'll be Friday or Saturday.
Mhm.
But either
What's
way,
going
we'll
on, CJ?
we'll give you the coverage of that.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You won't be covering on Sunday.
No.
I hope.
No,
I mean,
no, I won't be.
There was a question posed yesterday when I was talking about it yesterday, and said they asked if I could mic up you guys, and I said we've got some capability to do that.
Yeah, we
However,
could.
given that
that
this is
amount of money.
40K in the middle, I don't know that they're going to want to be
think it's
worrying
50
about
now.
a pack with a wire and a mic attached to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I said it's probably not going to happen, but
No, and you might not want to hear some of the language anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
They tried that in pool once.
Yep.
It didn't work out.
No.
So well. So a scratch straight in the side from Martin, and
That's twice in a row from him.
yeah. So he's got to figure out what happened there.
Yeah, adjust your break.
And look at this. Rainin is going
he's
to go at
going
the
for
10.
Is he going at the 10, or is he going to attempt the 3 foul rule?
He's going at the 10. It's kind of a two-way shot because the 1 ball is going to stay relatively behind the 6.
Tyson says, pen in his potty mouth, lol.
And good afternoon, CJ. Yeah, like you went at the 10. I don't know if that's the right shot.
I don't think so. I mean, you got a wide open table.
All the balls are in the open except the 7. But even still, the 6.
The 6 lends itself for
you just go
3
two
rail
rails
around, 2 or 3, whatever,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, land on the 3rd rail and
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a tournament next Sunday? Given the
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just I think we'll just play it on 5 tables. So so we won't use table 15, 22, or 16.
Yeah.
All the way from Korea?
From
Tuning
Korea. How are you, Karsten?
Welcome.
Hopefully I pronounced that properly.
Yeah, and Steve in the YouTube, he agrees. Not the
Yeah,
best play, that
not the
swing at the 10 ball.
Yeah.
I mean, two-way shot, but why? Why do it?
Yeah,
Just
but I mean,
run
look
out.
at what you leave. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he's hopefully.
look
gonna
at this.
be-
Behind the 7 or the 10 would be ideal.
Well,
Kind of left it out in the open though.
Yeah.
But still, you know,
I mean,
when you have open table to attempt that, I think was. I mean, if the 10 was hanging over the pocket,
Yeah.
that's one thing,
different.
right? But and he kind of got away with it here
Or
too.
if you're just struggling and you can't win a game or
Yeah.
something. But no, it's early in a race to 11. You got to be running out.
I agree.
If I'm Martin in my chair watching him play that shot and
I'm thrilled.
play it not well, yeah, I'm thinking, so who cares that I left the 1? He doesn't want to run out. He can't run out. He's scared to run out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is middle of the night for you in Korea.
I was trying to figure out what time it might be there, but yeah.
Yeah. 14 hours, I think, is the time difference.
It's great. These guys on the YouTube. Pool Ace wants to know our names, and practice room told him.
Doug and Bob McKenzie. Oh, Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Yeah,
there
very.
we go. Yeah.
Couple of hosers here
That's
doing
right.
the commentary.
That's right. Us Canadians we're the knuckleheads of the streaming world.
Yeah.
So voice-wise, I guess we sound somewhat similar. But my name's Grant, and of course, co-commentating is the other man with the plan, Mr. Ben Francis.
Rainin just went straight in the corner
Yeah, he
pocket
sure
with the
did.
cue ball. But how did
I
that
was-
happen from the angle he was on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to figure it out.
I think he tried to put
Like
some
the-
bottom left and just hit middle left.
Overcut it. Yeah, and just went straight through it. I didn't think he could scratch there. Even looking back on the delay,
Mm-hmm.
I still didn't think he was going to scratch.
Yeah. Well, I think he tried to put some left-hand spin on it and, go around a few rails, but
Martin looking pretty good here.
yeah, sure is.
Got the right angle on the 3. Just drop down on the
Yeah,
4.
slide straight down.
Oh, look out.
Underneath. Look at this.
I don't know if I like that path. That's super risky.
Well,
It worked.
he made it work.
It worked. 210 combo. If you were Rainin. But
Yeah.
Martin and I have had lots of chats about pool, and he would probably know that it's better to try to run out here. Although the 8 got pushed into a position where it blocks the path to get on the 7 from the 6.
Well,
That changes
hello,
everything.
Miss Laura Berg. How are you?
This is a pretty heavy angle, but he needs a lot because he's got to do something special with the 7 here.
Well, I think if he can go 2 rails around with get the right angle on the 6, 2 rails around, avoid the 8, gets underneath the 7 pretty well.
Doesn't have a lot.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This might be the best thing he could do, to be honest. Make Rainin do it.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose. Well, I mean, the good thing is I think the 10 ball is moving no matter what. So that frees up the 7. It's a matter of getting Rainin getting onto the 6.
Yeah.
Because I can't see him making the 5 ball here. I think he has to go, just off the horn. I don't know if he can see full clip of the 5 ball.
I think he can see enough to like hit half of it and draw the cue ball out. That's a one pocket shot, actually.
How is that even remotely possible?
That's a one pocket shot. That's how you get that ball out of there when you're playing one pocket.
We're doing extremely well, Laura. We're excited to be back on the mic. It's certainly been a minute for both Ben and I. Been a really, really busy year thus far. That trend won't stop for me or Ben in the future, but we've got attempts being made to get us a little bit more consistent on going live here.
Yeah, a few more events coming up. Great shot from Martin there. Nice little fearless bank shot.
So is he insiding this?
Yeah, I think you have to because the 8's in the way.
Look at this.
Is he just going to play
You got to get
combo?
there. Got to get there.
I don't know if he was...
I think he was trying to come underneath.
Yeah,
even a little bit of angle, right? Is
because even above with where the 10 is, the 10's just that little bit off the rail. So you could kind of send the 7 into the rail near the 10 to make the 10 if he was trying to stay above. But I'm with you. I think he was trying to get underneath.
I think so, too.
Misplayed it.
Yeah. Just under hit, just a touch.
So I wonder if he fires at this bank, too.
Well, I mean, really, there's nowhere to hide. That's easily attempted. I think that the safety is just as hard as the attempt on the bank.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So in that case, I think I'm just swinging at the bank.
I agree. Or the combo. Maybe he's going for the
Is he
combo.
going to the
here?
combo?
Oh, what
my
a shot.
God. Who is this guy?
What a shot. He
Who
came to
is
play
this
today.
guy?
Came to play. On that note, I got to run and get a little snack because I got to find out what score is Sean McKay. And
yeah, will you give me four minutes before that?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That would be awesome if you would.
Go for it.
Okay. Give me 4 minutes and I'll be right back.
You got it. As the Canadians would say, he's going to go for a dart.
Check the weather. It's a weather check.
5-2, Martin racing to 11 today. Single M10 ball. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you guys do us a favor, click that share button. Also give a shout out to our sponsors here. Make sure you guys thank them for always showing Q Sports Live the love. Let's see, is he getting one? 3 ball is not going in. Looks like pretty routine safety here for Rainin off the right side of the 1 underneath the 10-9-5. He's got lots of balls under there. You got to watch you don't clip the 10 and leave the 1 near the hole, though. It's kind of all going wrong for him here. He's kind of not having the best of it this morning, and Martin is in dead punch. What's up, Joshua? Gord? And yeah, Rod's been banging it out lately. Hope you're feeling better, pal. Gord? Practice room on the YouTube. Too funny. Too funny. So make sure you guys click that thumbs up on the YouTube as well. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. How's the touch from Martin? Needs it to slow down a bit. Don't know if he can touch this one in and hold for the 3. Might need to use the top rail here. Hard to tell from where we are, though. Well, let's see. He's taking his time, so that tells me he can't really touch this one in. Can he draw it to hold it a bit? I guess he can. Soft draw here. I think you just play the 4 in the corner. I don't think you need to get crazy and draw to get the 4 to the side. Oh, but he is, and now the 6 is going to be in play. Nope. Came up short. He's okay. Inside spin, I think, should be okay to get him on the 5. Grant's back, so I'll watch this rack and then go find something to eat. You want me to order you breakfast too?
No, I think I'm okay for now. I appreciate it though.
Yeah, just let me know when. Yeah.
And I can confirm based on my weather check, it is still beautiful weather here in Calgary.
Yeah, it is really nice out. Yeah.
You thin this 4 into that left side pocket.
Yeah, I think with the inside juice, you
Just
could
split that window between the 6, 7.
Yeah. I like that. He
Just
took what
a
he could
light
get
touch,
there.
yeah.
He didn't have to do anything crazy.
Yeah. I thought he might have gone this way.
Around, yeah. That was my first thought. And then my second thought was that he could inside juice it and stay kind of above the 6 on our side of the 6. But they see practice rooms comments in there.
Parking lot hookah.
Hookah and a car beer.
I love it.
And Gord says he hopes I still want the chalk. Yeah, I do, Gord, of course. Whenever it comes, I got people waiting for it. That town chalk's a hot commodity.
Sure is.
Martin looking good here, too, to take a 6-2 lead. I feel
Sure
like
is.
this is a big game in the context of this match.
I think so, and I think this is your game-winning shot right here, 6-7, and it's not hugely difficult, but
he's on the wrong side and on the rail, and he should be okay. You just get the cue ball out just past middle, just to the left of middle. Should be fine. Touch of inside spin, lots of top. Don't scratch in the left side pocket. Yeah, this is fine. He's going to be reaching a little, but that's okay.
Yeah, again, being that right-handed player, this is an okay shot. If you're a lefty on this shot, it makes it a little more difficult.
And he's got the whole right side of the table. You just got to get to the middle table, really. Go up and down.
Yeah, I think I like that. I like the up and down.
And you never try to hold this one.
That way you can ensure that your concentration is in potting the 8.
And he's not reaching as much as I thought he might be, so this is a little more comfortable. Just got to stay down. Oh, yeah, he caught it just a hair thick.
A little thick and a little light on
but he would have,
weight.
if you caught it thinner, it would have bounced.
Yeah, true.
It would have bounced heavier.
Yeah, true enough.
If you caught it just a hair thick. That happens a little bit.
Gord says he'll be at the Calgary airport for about 4 hours Thursday.
Done. You let me know what time, Gord, and I'll make it work.
There you go.
Even if I'm playing pool league at that time.
That means you got your eviction notice out of the Las Vegas hospital.
Yeah, good to know that he will be.
That's really good to know.
He's still there right now, but he means he's gonna be.
He'll be. He got his eviction notice.
Yeah, he's gonna be out.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, Rainen needed this game. Let's see later on in this match what happens, but I think that was a big game.
I think so too. Right, big difference from 6-2 to 5-3.
All right, I'm gonna go score check.
Yes, by all means.
Eaton.
I will turn you down and appreciate you sitting in. All right, so I've got it from here. Hopefully I can be as equally entertaining by my lonesome as what Ben and I were together. I will certainly give it my my best. So it'll be interesting to see how that, as Ben said, how that plays out by the time this match gets done. And it is a little bit of a takeaway from yesterday, a little bit of little difference between yesterday and today. So yesterday was the start of the Beat the Heat event here at the Leather Pocket in Calgary. And the race to the A side yesterday started off on the 9-foot tables. It was 9-ball race to 9. And then if you went to the 1-loss side, it was 8-ball on the 7-foots race to 7. And once they hit the top 12, it was a complete redraw. And now it is single a limb, 10 ball on the 9 foots, race to 11. So Gord says he'll be at the airport at 3 o'clock. Ben says perfect. Don't make me drive up there. You should. I need a co-host.
Yeah, we really need one later.
Yes, we really do need a co-host. We need a host. Because I've got to be out of here at 2:30. I've got a meeting at 4. That'll be a 2-hour meeting. So 2, maybe 2 and a bit. So that means I can't get back here till almost 7 o'clock. And we don't want you to miss a minute of it. An attempted safety to sit that cue ball behind the 5. Didn't quite make it there. What happened to the stream yesterday? So yesterday was Steph's birthday, and so I had to jump on out of here. I think I left here right around 4:30 or something along those lines. And the only other host available at that point was Ben, and he played back to back to back. So there was nobody to do any commentating, and we decided last year that we wouldn't put the stream on unless there was commentating involved. So unfortunately, there was nobody to jump on the mic and give you some entertainment. So by the time we got finished up with Steph's birthday, we went to go see the new Mission Impossible movie. Great movie, by the way. And went and saw that. And then we had my nieces and nephews in from out of town having a barbecue at my brother's house. So did the movie, went over there and visited with them and my brother and my dad and so on and so forth. And that took us up till almost midnight last night. Yeah, you'd fit right in. You understand our Doug and Mackenzie routine. Yeah, no worries, Derek. As we mentioned, right, we don't want to run the stream. I think it does more of a disservice to have just a stream going with no commentary. I think that does a disservice to the viewers. We appreciate your time, and we feel that if we put the stream on, there should be commentary, just to keep everybody entertained, give you the best value, because we appreciate your time. Uh-oh. Caught the horn on the way through. Diamond tables do not allow that to happen. So very, very similar shot here for Martin. This time I think he might have to kind of go around the world to get onto that 5-ball short side. Josh, any news on a new venue for Canada Open or for at least a CSI event that was in Red Deer? Yes and no. To have a Predator Pro Series, oh my goodness, cut that a little too thin. That is what's known as the good old airball. But to have another Canada Open, it will eventually happen. The issue is, again, trying to find the right venue. It's really, really difficult in Canada. I know that the original plan was to have a Canada Open here in Western Canada, which was the one that we did, and then they were going to take it east, and Q Sports Live was going to collaborate with whoever it was that was going to do it in Eastern Canada, but with the business models of casino, event center, hotel, typically in Canada they are separately owned entities, where in the United States they are one single owner, and so you can kind of make the deal with the hotel. Look, give us the event space, and we'll fill up the hotel room, and there'll be casino action, and so on and so forth. But within the Canadian market, those 3 entities are separate and unreliant on each other, and so it gets a little bit difficult. And I know that Red Deer in particular, they did great for us, and we give them full marks for what they did do. But I know that there is some renovations and things going on there. I do believe that's already happened, where the event center that we played in is now actually a casino. And so they've got to rebuild that event center. And, maybe there's, at that point, by the time they're done, perhaps there's another option that is somewhere closer to an international airport and kind of take out some of the logistical issues that we dealt with in the last one. So the short answer is yes, there eventually will be one. It's a matter of what event is going to work at what time. Right, and there's a few other things that are also in the works. I won't kind of get into those. Those are projects that I'm working on currently. There is quite a few projects, and they're of a pretty substantial investment requirement. And once we get all those I's dotted, T's crossed, then we'll be able to make a fairly big announcement. Look out. Got it to wobble in there. Had to wipe its feet. Grey Eagle's definitely a really good venue. It was one that we had considered. The cost differential between Grey Eagle and where we ended up for the Canada Open was just a touch over 100,000. So that gives you some idea of what the overall cost of putting on those events are. So it would require additional bigger sponsors than what we got for the first Canada Open, and it would require some big capital investment, and those are the types of things that we are working on. We're trying to think long-term solution, and that's applicable to almost everything that we're doing, right? So Q Sports Live, the Q Sports Live Pool League, and then some bigger dollar investments and solving those issues for the long term. Yeah, and there's, again, right? There's a few pool rooms, located in Canada that could certainly host that number of tables and so on and so forth. But the overall model that gets used, not only by Q Sports Live, we kind of adopted that model. It's really the model of Predator and CSI. Where the model that they look for is hotel, event center, casino. But again, right, all things in due time. Those are all things that we're working on, all in succession, and all really, really, really large investments and long-term thinking. So. But it is really exciting what's going on and what's happening. I will say that. Look at this. Does he get to hold? I don't think he does. But it is some really long-term thinking for the ideas that we've come out with, and some big investment dollars. It happens to be a friend of mine that's I've known for quite some time, and some big money. So interesting shot here on this this cut back into the bottom left-hand corner with the one ball. Does open up that bottom right-hand corner for the cue ball, and then position play to the two. Pretty high difficulty. Long-term thinking is definitely my forte. That's my wheelhouse. Long-term thinking, deal making, the structure of a deal, those are all, that's my wheelhouse. Nice safety play, but unfortunately I think it's going to get a little bit too close to that side pocket. The jump is definitely on. The difficulty with the jump is, we've seen it many times. When the object ball is that close to the rail, there is high potential for the cue ball to jump off the table. However, the kick is also on, one rail behind, just like this, into the corner. How does he hit it? Just hangs up. And I don't know that he did call that to begin with, but it definitely leaves the cue ball to slip off that left side rail, put the 1 ball in, naturally tracking to position on the 2 to the bottom left. Crooked cue, $30 an hour for table time. Yeah. And you know what? If they can command that kind of price and they've got the equipment that would support that kind of per hour rate, good on them. Because quite honestly, I think with pool halls in particular, those need to stay healthy. If again, looking at big picture in the industry, those are all places that we all need. Got to be able to play the game somewhere. Nice little draw shot. Nice power put in that by Martin. Getting in on that 4 ball really nicely. Really nice angle to just pot the 4 ball, catch that top rail and float back down for the 5 to the bottom right hand corner. Could put inside on it if he really wanted to and try to hit the window by that right hand side pocket. But I think you just pot this natural straight top off that top rail. Yeah, really well done. Draw over to the left side rail. Tricky on this 7 ball. A lot more difficult than what it looks like at first blush. And I really like potting this with the stun follow. That way I put a good stroke on it. I'm not relying on the slow roll. Pot it in, nice, firm. Hits it to perfection. Gets some good angle on the 8 ball. Good little stand up. Wasn't 100% sure. Check the angles. Make sure he's correct in his thinking. And really, it's his choice whether he wants to kind of push this through with right-hand spin, go 2 rails, come to the left side of the table, or just follow straight through and come down to the bottom right-hand side just like this. Avoid that side pocket. To take a pretty commanding 7-3 lead with the deposit of this 10 ball. In she goes, 7-3, Martin Chiali leading over Reynan Corrales. And it looks like they are going to slip away for a quick little break, and I'm wrong. Right back into it. And of course, we've got to do a little bit more housekeeping. One of the long-term supporters of Q Sports Live, Nick's Q Innovations, genius at work. #1 in Calgary as far as I'm concerned. Does some really amazing work. Fair prices for what he does. You can find him on Facebook, or you can give him a call, 403-667-3173. And of course, for those just tuning in, it is the Beat the Heat event this weekend, held at the Leather Pocket. Today is a little bit different as far as structure from yesterday. We started yesterday the A side playing on the 9 foots. It was 9 ball race to 9. And if you went to the 1 loss side or the B side, that then was 8 ball on the 7 foots, and that was a race to 7. Once they hit final 12, which is happening starting today, it went into a redraw, and it is all about 10 ball. 10 ball on the 9 foot tables, race to 11, and it is single elimination. Does Bernie still do cue repair in Calgary? I don't think so. I think Bernie's now moved on to Red Deer as the last time, or last place I heard where Barry is at, or Bernie. And I'm sure, I mean, we all know Mickelson cues, but I'm sure he still does cue repair. It's just up in Red Deer. And you know, while they're on a break here, everybody, I may as well ask the question where everybody is tuned in from. Seeing as how we're sitting waiting for Martin to come back. It is his break, leading 7-3 over Rainin. Oh, I'm 100% sure that that Nick would be okay with it. That man fixes stuff that has no business being fixed, and somehow he does it. His workmanship speaks for itself, and you can verify that through anybody that's ever used Nick. Deep Southern Alberta checking in. Let's do the roll call, y'all. Where's everybody tuned in from? St. Pete, Florida. Welcome to it, Joey, on YouTube. Makes the 2 ball sitting perfect on the 1 ball. Northeastern Pennsylvania, says Dennis on Facebook. Welcome to Q Sports Live. Grays Lake, Illinois. It's been a minute since I've been out to that neck of the woods. Killeen, Texas. Welcome, Gary, tuning in on YouTube. Nothing to do here. Make the 1 ball split. Doesn't even need to split. Had the angle to hold. Sitting perfect on the 3. Might power through this and connect with that right side rail and back out, just to give himself the proper angle on the 4. Make that shot a touch easier if you can kind of... He's got a little bit of the wrong angle to go to the right side of 4. Wants to be to the left side of 4. Yeah, just nice power through. Sitting good on 4. Same type of shot here off that right side rail, back out. A little bit more to the left than what he's currently at right now. Would be ideal. Giving that the table the slow down tap. And we'll see if he tries to hold this. With that thin of a cut. Yeah, he definitely tried to hold it, and there was the danger in that. Didn't quite get there. That will bring Rainin to the table. A long, long pot here on this 5 ball. 8 potentially coming into play a little bit. Could use that to his advantage. Which he did, provided the 10 doesn't stick its nose in the game. Oh, I think he's just okay here. And he about jumped to that table. Whoops. Got down and tried to fire a little too quick. However, things making it a little bit difficult with the 7 snugging up to that 10 ball, now giving the 7 ball only 1 pocket. And I don't even know if it goes to that bottom left-hand corner. I agree. 37 viewers on YouTube and only 9 likes. Let's go, YouTube. Give that like button a little bit of love. That definitely helps us. It pushes us up in the priority. Now that tells me that 7 passes the 10 ball. Nice 2 rails around for the 8 ball. Sorry. Plays safe instead to perfection. So maybe it didn't go. Maybe that was the plan right from the start. Really nicely executed there. So I like 2 rails in behind. I don't like the 1 rail kick with loading up. Off the left side rail, the bottom rail, and come up underneath. He He gets away with it, though. And while you're giving that like button a little bit of love, head on over to both Facebook and YouTube and follow the page on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. And Facebook, I'll tell you, we're climbing close. We're just over 49,000 followers, trying to get us up over that 50,000 mark. We've been at that for quite some time. Would love to be able to climb over that 50,000 mark. Rainin looking good to claw one back here. North Dakota for Arnie. How are you? Good to see a lot of familiar names popping up in the chat. May have got himself a little bit straight here, and even if he has the bottom side angle, so he's to the bottom side of the 8, that 10 ball may come into play. And he accounted nicely for that, but has he overdone it? Wichita, Kansas in the house. How are you, David? Tuning in on Facebook. Really nicely done. Looking to claw this one back without really any issues. Making this a 7-4 match. Rainin does just that. 7-4, trailing by 3. Race to 11. And this race to 11 makes for, or potentially could make for, some long streams. Lots of potential ebb and flows to a race to 11 match. Now it's Rainin's turn. He's going to take a little bit of a break. Dryden, Ontario for Dave. Tuning in on Facebook as well. We appreciate it, guys. So now that the break is on, if you have not done so, make sure you head on over, give us a like or a subscribe, follow us on Facebook. We would greatly appreciate it. And while you're over there, share it on up. Rainin back with the break, leading us off rack number 12. Really nicely controlled break there. 9 to the straight to the heart of the side pocket. Does get a shot on the 1. Not really an offensive shot unless he wants to try to cut that all the way down to the bottom right-hand corner. That option is there, but I suspect more so the safety coming into play here. Do we have anybody from Michigan tuned in? I'll be headed off to Michigan here latter half of September, I believe, for the CSI Predator Pro Series. This one ball, I think, I was going to say just might hang out over that side pocket, but just got by enough. Kind of a tricky safety here, too. I almost think you have to play the normal little layup here. Just push the 1 ball past the 7 ball, leave the cue ball behind the 7. Yeah, just like that. Really nice shot. It does make it a little bit more difficult on the hit here for Martin because of where the 6 is and the side pocket. So some obstacles in the way here. Does he have room above the 6 but prior to that side pocket? It looks like it. Thinking he might be able to bank this. What a shot that would be. Goes square into the face of that 1 ball. Really, really nice attempt, however, given the obstacles in the way. Yeah, almost exactly the same type, but let it leak. Kind of took that safety a little bit for granted. No pun intended with my name. But, yeah, kind of got down, shot that a little quick. That leaves a wide open offensive shot here for Martin to take full advantage. Yeah, nice little shot there. Really not a lot to do. Pot the 1 ball pocket weight. Lands himself perfect with great angle on the 2 to get to the 3. Might be on the wrong side or straight on with this 3 ball. Wanted to be on the bottom side of 3. Get back up table for the 4 ball, but doesn't appear he got the right angle here. Normally you might be able to force that 3 ball in, kind of cheat the pocket a little bit, put some right hand spin with tops on the cue ball, and go off that right hand side rail. The right hand spin takes effect and you can land yourself on top. But I think with the vicinity of that 5 ball makes that shot a little bit tricky. Taking what the table gives him. Does he try the corner bank here, or is he just straight up got safety in mind? Straight up safety, trying to use the 8 ball. Didn't quite get there. 4 ball passes the 7, bottom right hand, perfect angle. Slide over, just be cognizant of that 6 ball. You don't want to land underneath it. Just like that. Didn't want to be there. However, only about a quarter of the 6, so it is definitely a jumpable shot. However, was not necessary. Just be cognizant of that 6 ball, put enough in it to get away from that. Even the jump shot, he's almost halfway up table, so the jump shot, he's got to reach in a little bit, but still very doable. A very valiant attempt leaves Martin long on this 5 ball. Question is, at least in my mind, with the cut angle of the 5 ball, I think I'm going to try to go back up table and put the 6 to the bottom right, trying to hold that cue ball to go underneath for the 6. Gets a little touchy. Look out. As Mr. Mark White would say, where's the cue ball going? And we saw exactly this same type of shot that Rainin kind of drained. Cut the 5 ball into the bottom left. Use that 10 ball. Get yourself back around and up on top for the 6 to the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, he's going to slow roll. He slow rolled it. I kind of thought he might go at that with the same aggression as the similar shot he played prior. Although still nothing easy here with this shot from Martin. 7 coming into play. Just straight up play safety. Not sure if I would have done that. I think I'm going for that 5 ball. We just saw Rainin jump. He's got full capabilities of jump shot. And putting that 5 ball that close to the pocket makes this an even more capable and potable jump shot. He is a little bit closer to the object ball than in his prior jump, but still fairly doable. I mean, he's only jumping a third of the 7 ball. And he just called the side pocket. He's going 3 rail behind. Off that right-hand top side rail, off the top end rail, left-hand side rail, kick the 5 ball into that right-hand side pocket. This will be pretty if he can manage this. Well, the blueprint was a good thought. So it is ball in hand for Martin. And really, I mean, the right angle is the right angle, and he's on it right now. So can also go the other angle, make things a little easier. But either way, whether he left it there and went 2 rails around, back down table, 6 is going into that right side. I guess it could go into the bottom right-hand corner, but I like it into that side pocket. He's going to prove me wrong and go the other way. A little bit shallow on the angle, I think. So is this one he's going to have to go forward with, or is he going to just power this ball? Powered it. Does he get there? I think he's there. I think he's in full in on the 7 ball. And I don't think the draw angle is there. He may prove me wrong, but I kind of like just a nice touch and float underneath. Yeah, I think he got a little fortunate there. A little bit of a jelly rub goes in the favor of Mr. Keali. But I kind of like just floating that 7 ball in. You'll come up underneath the 8 ball. But this will work. That's why he's on that side of the camera and I'm on this side. Yeah, nice shot. Really well done, nicely executed. This will create a 4-game separation from Martin and Rainin with the deposit of this 10 ball. Great shot. Well executed. And you know what? I got to give a shout out to Larry, Larry Walper. And oftentimes the tournament directors kind of go unnoticed. They don't get the wow, recognition that they deserve. And I think Larry's done a great job. He's making a really, really good name for himself as far as tournament director and putting on events and just having things run smooth, making a really good name for himself. So shout out to you, Larry. I think you've done a fantastic job this weekend. Rack number 13 underway. 3 ball made, 2 ball made, 5 ball made. Three balls on the break. No offensive shot on the 1 ball, but fairly easy safety shot for Martin. And when I say fairly, you still got to execute. See which way he handles this. Don't know if that quite got there. I think Rainen gets to see the bottom half or bottom third of that 1 ball. So can you just thin that 1 ball, send the cue ball off the top rail and snuggle underneath that 7 ball? Oh no, he straight out tried to be the aggressive player and play the combo. One to the 4. It is doable. 1 ball bottom right. Bottom right hand spin on the cue ball. Send it off that left side rail. Back across. Gives you at least the cut shot on the 4 to the top left hand corner. See how he handles this. Goes forward instead. Does it pass the 9? I didn't think it passed the 9 to the top right. If it does, he's looking pretty. To put himself up 9 to 4 if he can manage this. 4 to the 6, 6, 7, 8. A little bit of back and forth between the 8, 9, 10, but I think he can handle this. Very, very doable. Would have liked that up just a touch more, but still not going to be an issue. 6 into the top left, over and back with the cue ball. I don't know if this is one that you want to try to hold. Just be sure, make the 6 ball, let the cue ball run a little bit back and forth. And this is the important shot. Get the proper position on the 8 ball. Almost dead bang on where the 7 ball is. You might run up just a touch, a little bit of draw to bring it down table a little bit. But that exact angle would be perfect. Yeah, just like this. Makes it a whole lot easier to pot the 8 ball cue ball running off that right side rail back across to the top left hand side of the table. Yeah, perfect. Don't get onto that rail though. Should still be okay here. I can't quite tell if he's dead straight on. Might have a little bit of angle. If there's a little bit of angle there, just 2 rails ahead. Oh, he's straight potting. Don't mind that either. That tells me he was pretty dead straight on that 9 ball. Really nothing to do, just pot that 9 ball. Give yourself the long ball on the 10. Put it in the heart for a 9-4 lead. Yeah, wow, he's hitting them good. Hitting them good, y'all. 9-4. Martin Caeli over Renan Corrales. Haven't asked this in a long time either. Is there anybody new? First-time viewers to Q Sports Live, whether that's on Facebook or YouTube, let me know. I'll give you a shout-out on the live stream. And we appreciate all of you tuning in, lending us your time. And make sure you put a big old X next Sunday on the calendar. That is a day you're going to want to tune in with us. $40,000 match happening next weekend, starting right around 1 o'clock. That would be Ben Francis and Eric Vargas taking on the likes of DJ McGinley and Mr. Big Red himself, Eric Horlifson, making their way into town. And of course, that will be 10-ball on the 9-foot tables. We will bring you all the action with that. 6-ball made. Open shot on the 1. Does it have the window between the 2-7 to be potted into that bottom left-hand corner? Shape on the 2 could get a little tricky. I think he can pot the 1-ball bottom left. Check that cue ball off the right-hand side rail. And straight back across towards the 7-ball and have an offensive shot on the 2. Not quite as intended, nor how the blueprint was drawn up. This will bring rain into the table. Open shot on the 1. And fairly easy shape for the 2-ball here. Uses that 7 to slow down the cue ball. And may, in fact, use the 8-ball. Oh, tried to go to the side pocket. Interesting choice. I thought he would take that 2-ball up to the top right and just use the 8-ball. Push the cue ball up table a little bit. Give yourself the angle on the 3. Yeah, needed that to go a little bit further. You could see he was pointing with his cue on where he wanted that. So we'll see the kick and stick from Mr. Martin here off that left side rail, in behind, kick the 3-ball up to the top rail. Hopefully stick the cue ball, send the 3-ball off the top rail all the way downtown. Didn't quite get the stick, but will he get away with it? Nope. I think he's got full shot here on the 3. Yeah, I would agree with you, David. Seems to be shooting too quick, taking shots for granted. Now, I will say Renan typically does shoot extremely quick. That is his natural game. And I think when you're at that point and everything you do is quick, you're going to live by the sword and die by the sword. So there are certain shots that I think he could take a little bit more time, but that would take him a little bit out of his natural rhythm or natural flow. But I definitely agree. Excuse me. And I don't think that was the intention. I just think he caught that really pure. Now playing safe, smart shot using that 9-ball. So we'll see what Martin can do with the short stick here. Again, maybe about a half a ball over the 9. Potting that 5-ball top left-hand corner. Should stick him fairly decent for the leave if he pots it for the 7-ball. How does he hit it? How does he hit it? What a great shot, and just sticks for shape on the 7-ball. Nothing to do here. Float the 7, bottom left-hand corner, cue ball off the left side rail. 8 goes into the right-hand side pocket. Hit stick for the 9. That was the shot right there. What a great shot. Maybe a touch short on the angle here. Might go 2 rails underneath the 9-ball, come back up. Yeah, 2 rails back up. Really well done. What a jump shot on that 5. To put himself on the hill. Yeah, you can tell that that jump on that 5-ball. That's a confidence booster. Stroking him well, Mr. Martin. Wow. What a finish to that rack. Right? And you can't really blame Rainin, right? I think he played the right shot there, but Martin just brought it. Yeah, definitely shot of the match there, without question. Now breaking on the hill, following up that jump shot. What a shot from downtown, and just sticks the cue ball. Perfect in for the 7-ball. I can't say it was the shot of the tournament, but definitely the shot of this match. Although it could be. I mean, it's definitely a candidate for shot of the tournament. Nine needs to crawl. Oh, 2-ball comes out and finds its way to the hole anyway. So he is looking good here too. Dead in on the 1-ball. 3-ball might be a little bit tricky. Can't tell if it splits the window between the 7-8 to get into that left-hand side pocket. Definitely goes to the right-hand side pocket. And just may well pass the 10 into the bottom left. Can't quite tell. We'll see where he plays this cue ball. It doesn't pass the 4, I don't think. Maybe he is thinking straight up safety. Although given the 5-ball that he just made, being on the hill, I think he's going to try to kick the front door in and close escrow on this match. Oh, he sure did. He sure went for the swing. And I can't really blame him. Right, with how that table lays out, with the 5-7 tied up on that left side rail, I can't blame him for making the attempt on the 10-ball there. Definitely took the swing, and we'll see what Rainin can do. See if he kind of slows down just a touch, just to give himself the be sure. We'll see whether he. Yeah, I figured he might go for this bank. He calls the bank and plays the safe. I love it. All right, Martin. It is the shot of this match right here. You're dead in on the 5-ball. I think if he pots this, that is curtains. Pretty close, but close does not count. This might hang out. Oh my word. Could you place it any better? I don't know that there's an offensive shot here for Rainen. Can you pot the 5 and get enough draw to catch the top horn of that side pocket and keep it out? That may have ended off just about perfect. He's going to try the cut. Oh, that's in all day. Didn't think he had that, but again, sometimes I don't get to quite see the angles these guys get to see. But this could be the savior or not. And are we seeing a little bit of give up here from Rainen? Perhaps feeling a little deflated. Interesting shot here on the 6, given where the 7 ball is. Not sure if it passes the 9 ball, and do you really want to flirt with the 9 ball? But then going on top, you gotta get good. Well, he's gonna let Rainen deal with that 7 ball. Put that 7 ball past the 9 ball. Could get a little bit tricky. If he can avoid the 9, that would be ideal. Wow. Tried to get back up on top. Did not want to flirt with that 9 ball at all. And attempted to get back up on top of the 7. Does the bank go? He's called it past the 10 ball. That has got to be just dead perfect if that thing goes. Nope. That could be it. We could see curtain call here with Martin looking to close escrow on the match, take the win, single a limb from this point on. Some nice right-hand spin on this cue ball. Come down dead in line for the 10 down to the bottom right. Oh, might have overhit that a touch, but should be okay. To close escrow on the match, Martin Keali staring down the neck of this 10 ball to take the win. To the heart of the pocket. Congratulations, Mr. Martin. Job well done. Really, really well done in that match. Put on some really, really good display of cueing, potting, jumping. Kind of had it all on display in that match. So with that being said, guys, we're going to shut down, do a quick restart. I'll go check the weather. We'll get the next match locked, loaded, ready to rock and roll for you. On behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you go on to Facebook, give us a little bit of love, follow us there, subscribe on YouTube. We would greatly appreciate it. But don't go far. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.